Welcome to today's video. We got light.
This is Made by Mosul. I'm Luis, and this is Monica, my soon-to-be wife, plus our two dogs, Asher and Pepper. A few years back, I walked away from the 9-to-5 grind and decided to chase what really excites me, working with my hands. What started with building guitars has grown into a full love of carpentry, from furniture making to breathing new life into this old Victorian home that we bought 3 years ago. So follow along to see what I'm creating next, as we keep building one project at a time.
It's Monday, starting the video a day late because we wanted to finish painting the colour. Thanks. So it's the next day, but it's a couple of weeks or whatever it is later for you guys, the magic. So at the moment we've got the back of the radiator to paint, and we've got one more coat to put on this wall. It doesn't look that bad at the moment, but in the dark it looks a bit splotchy, and this was a wall that we were still having a few little damp issues coming in, and I stripped away some of the paint before we put this paint on, some of the primers, and put some bin primer all over it, a couple of coats, and it stopped all that coming through. So I think this needs another coat. The radiator needs a coat on the back, and then I've just gone around this morning and just penciled a few little divots and dings around, which I'm going to put some filler on, and we'll just paint those by hand with the brush tomorrow. So we're going to paint those two things. Then I've got some PVC window cleaner. We're going to clean all the plastics of the windows, and then we can put the shutters back on. So that's cool. We can remove the protection from the library, and we can start tidying up the edges because we know that we've had some overspray, so we can finish all of that paint up as well. Hopefully, I'm really hoping Mike and the Pipe can come on Saturday or Sunday this week and plumb up the radiators, because as soon as we painted this radiator, we're going to hang it on the wall just like the other one in its final location, so that will be ready for plumbing in. I really want him to do that, so I think I'm going to have to bribe him with delicious home-baked goods, because there's this cake that he really loves that only my mum knows the recipe to, so I've already asked her to make one for the weekend, because we're having the flooring delivered tomorrow, and as soon as that pipework is plumbed in and we're good to go and everything's tested, I'm laying the floor. But that also means that we need to finish messing around with the subfloor where we've removed and destroyed boards. I need to repair and replace and make good, and any boards that we've got that are a bit sketchy we need to screw down. And we've changed our minds once again. The walnut cabinet that's going to be in this alcove, we are going to put some LED lights in there, so I need to add another socket that's going to sit internally for some LEDs. And then we've got the skirting boards, that'll be after the flooring, so those can probably just go in the shed. We've got the doors to fit on the little cabinet. And yeah, then we can actually start putting things like face plates on and stuff like that. We've got a new dining room light that we can fit. So there's plenty to do this week. I don't know if this is going to be a 1 week or a 2 weeks worth of video. I don't know. It all depends on the flooring, really. So yeah, we'll just start cracking on with some of these tasks and knocking them off, and we will be taking some stuff off the to-do list because some people have said, hey, where was the to-do list in the last video? Apologies, it wasn't there. Go on. You're focusing now. I can hear you're focusing now. Finished cleaning all of the paint gun and all of the stuff and put it away, and I've realised that I haven't painted the back of the doors. Two times I thought it was recording and it was on photo mode, so when I pressed the button it didn't record, and we've removed all of the stuff and done the reveal twice. So Monica, please go and turn the lights off again. Yes, lights. You can turn them back on. So now we're going to paint all these little bits that need painting. It's Wednesday. Only fitted some doors last night, had band practice, so didn't really want to do that much. Today we're going to do a bunch. First we're going to get the doors finished fitted, going to fit the radiator, sand some of the smart mix that I put on the walls in random places to do a bit of touching up, paint those, paint the red on the sides again. I really need to do some proper clean up on those edges. Glue some more of these lights in. We're just going to start sticking them in with adhesive, and then maybe we're going to cut some timbers for the subfloor where we had the the fireplace concrete that I knocked all that out. Got to build a support structure there for the floor underneath, so plenty to do. And then maybe tomorrow we can start messing around with getting some of these sockets on the walls. Crack on. Friday. Hello, Peppa. And we got new microphones because I'm sick of having shitty audio in the videos, and yeah. Mike in the pipe might be coming today. If he does, then we'll get the radiators plumbed in, and then all the subfloor can be permanently affixed down. I'm not entirely sure if he's going to come. So what we're going to do to begin with is get that template over there in and that done. So at least we've got solid floor everywhere, and then we are going to crack onto the oak shelves. Yes, oak shelves. And once again, it's a game of constantly moving stuff. That one we got done. Awesome. This is the one for this radiator. Got a cut there. We're going to do another cut there so that we can remove the centre section and still get access underneath once we start getting the plumbing in. So that's cool. We've got all of these guys down at the back here in a similar fashion so we can get access for this radiator. And we've got this one here. Awesome. The next step is the oak shelves. I was originally going to go and buy some solid oak from our only timber yard, but with the growing cost of timber and with the possibility of free materials from work at times, I made these oak shelves yesterday with a bunch of spare offcuts of fire rated oak veneered MDF that we had loads of offcuts left over from a job, and I made a solid oak capping with a bull nose on the front, which is about 45mm by 25, which is going to be at the front of the shelf. So from the front, everything's going to look like it's solid oak. Sound. What we've got to do is we've got to get these scribed in to fit in our openings. Nice. Cool. So at the moment we've still got all the machine marks and there's still a bit of an edge on the top of the lipping. So all this needs to be sanded, cleaned up, varnished, which we'll use some Osmo 3232, 2 coats, sanding 800 in between, and a good polish, and then that can go in and that will give a real nice colour. Right, it's been 4 hours, and Mike in the Pipe has been, got all of the stuff done that we needed to. I'll just give a quick rundown of where we're at and what is next. So to begin, we've got the oak tops on both sides of the library. That's great. We've got the oak top on the alcove cabinet, and we've also got the knobbies on, the brass knobs, and they are, yeah, they're looking good. So we chose to go a quarter of the way down, so that's cool. All the plumbing has been done for the radiators, obviously all in copper, so that goes there and to there. We've got brass pipe sleeves to put on there and brass taps, which are all safely being stored in here. So these are the taps that we've gone for, which matches everything else that we've put in the remainder of the house. And we've got brass sleeves and caps that go on those afterwards. So we can't do anything else today because we just want to leave this 24 hours to make sure that we don't have any leaks. It's been pressurized 2 bar, which is more than what we usually have, to make sure. So that's all good. And then we can put that subfloor back. And at the same time tomorrow, we'll sort out this cabling. We've got another circuit to add in there for the next cabinet that's going to go in there. And we've got all of the same in this side here. We've got the pipes there ready to go. So once we put our new floor in, we can just take the radiator off, put our taps on and connect them in. Be nice and easy. So we've got a little bit of work to do there. And it's the same thing here. We want to not put the subfloor down fully until we've checked that there's no leaks. Over here in the corner, we've leveled off this repair of subfloor. It's all now level and flush with everything else. And we've done the same over here and added some additional bracing because it didn't quite hit a joist on the corner. So we're all good. Right, I was going to end the video, but decided not to. It's Monday. We've done quite a bit yesterday. I'll run you through real quick. We've removed the doors. We've marked out where we need to do some cuts, make some changes, do some repairs. Radiators and all that stuff's on. You've already seen that. Cleaned a window. opening, cleaned up some stuff, we've done a bit of filling, we've done a bit of additional painting, we've done some caulking. So what I'm going to do right now is, now that we can make some noise, is repair the remainder of the subfloors. Right, Tuesday, finished with painting the ceiling last night, which looks really good. So, that's cool. Right, today, the sockets that we got don't fit in these boxes, so we're going to change these out and put the new switches in. Monica is not home yet, but I'm going to turn the power off and chase all this out now anyway. Hopefully we don't make too much of a mess or noise, and it's quite easy because it just looks like it's red brick. Then, after that, we've got the 3 oak shelves to fit. Super smooth. I've just given it a quick sand with like 7000 grit, 3 coats of Osmo, sanding in between. And I've got these 2 shelves here as well. These are going to be inside those cabinets with some little mounting brackets. And I've also got some utility timbers here that I'm going to use for the doors. We might not get to that tonight. And then after that, we're going to just give a couple of spots on this ceiling a little sand and give that a paint. permanently affixed. And this guy. And then finally this guy.